So we're hanging out in the warehouse again today, and to be honest, not much is going on with the trucks. I do need to finish the install of the lift kit in the front on my 60. I still haven't gotten around to that. By finish, I mean install the shims for the front axle and a greasable pin for one of the bolts that go on the leaf spring. And then I also need to get new U-bolts, which I have everything, I just haven't gotten around to it. I was going to do it today, but I decided not to because I was being lazy. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get around to that. But meanwhile, you might have seen this car in the background. So Jack has had this MR2 for a while, and right now we're actually getting ready to sell this so we can have some more space in the shop and hopefully get another project. But yeah, this will be for sale soon. So we're just kind of cleaning it up and gonna take some pictures to get this nice and take some nice pictures of it to get it ready to sell. So that's what we're up to today. Really not a whole lot, and but hopefully next week we'll have some more stuff to. Actually, next week there will be a lot more going on. That's for sure. But a lot. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Today we're just going to be doing this, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll start on my 60 and finish what I started, I don't know, a month ago already. So just wanted to give you guys an update of where we're at and what's going on in the warehouse. TV. So I'm back in the warehouse today, and really didn't do much yesterday, which, you know, we didn't really have anything planned. And today I decided I'm gonna go ahead and work on my 60. It's in the shop, and what I'm going to be doing is finish installing the lift kit, I guess you can say. A few things that I needed to do is install the shims for the axle, the caster shims. You know, that'll help the steering kind of feeling a little bit, you know, like it's wandering around. So since we're going to be adding the shims, we also needed some longer pins, which I went ahead and got those. So I'll install those on the leaf springs. Another thing that I wanted to install was these greasable pins for the rear part of the shackle. I guess I'll show you in a bit. So all the pins in the front are already greasable, so this will be going on the opposite side. So I got two of those, one for each leaf spring, so I want to install those as well. And then of course I need a new U-bolt because I'm going to be taking them off, and you know, don't want to be reusing them. So I got all that. So now that's left to do is jack up the truck and basically take apart the front suspension again. I really should have done this when I got the when I did the front lift with the longer shackles, except I didn't have these pins that I needed, and I forgot to order the U-bolt, so that's why I didn't do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it done now. Super fast forward. I already have the leaf spring off, and this pin that goes on the back is what I'm going to be replacing. That has a greasable pin, and this was super tough to take off. It took me a while to get this off, but eventually I did. And now I got the leaf spring over here, and so the reason we're taking it off is to take off this centering pin, and then we're going to install the shim right here. And so I got new longer pins along with a spacer, so that way there's enough of this centering pin that's going to, you know, pass the shim and be able to center on the axle. And since I have everything apart and everything's like kind of the leaf springs are kind of, two of them came off because they're held together by the pin. I'm going to go ahead and grease everything in between so I don't have an issue with them squeaking like my Tacoma. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done right now. So this part of the leaf spring goes to the front, and the thicker part of the shim needs to go in front of the axle. So it's going to be installed like this. You go ahead and bolt everything back together, get it back installed in the 60, and then work on the other side. So I'm just getting ready to reinstall the second leaf spring, or the passenger leaf spring. So what I did today is I went ahead and installed the shim right there, 4-degree shim on both sides, as well as installing new U-bolts, which I probably said 100 times already, as well as this rear pin. I'm replacing this pin, which you saw me take out. It's a little bit difficult, but I got it. I'm going to be replacing it with a greasable pin, and as well I replaced the bushings on this end because I'm just replacing all the bushings. I've already done this side when I did the lift and put in the longer shackles. So now that's why I'm saying I'm completing the lift on the front of the 60, because I wanted to take care of the bushings on this side, and as well as install the shims, which should help with the steering a little bit. So I'm going to complete this, and then I should be ready to roll. Finally got everything back into place. It was a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. Everything's tightened up except for the U-bolts. I'm gonna go ahead and torque those down. This is the greasable pin that I replaced that I was talking about. Now all the pins on the leaf springs are greasable. So, and then most importantly, if you can see it, there it is, the shim's in place, so now the steering should be a little bit better. So go ahead and do that. That's pretty much going to be it for this video, and hope you all enjoyed. I'll let you know after I drive the truck, or maybe I'll do that and then, yeah, I'll go ahead and drive the truck, let you know if I feel any difference, and hopefully I do. And then next week it's going to be pretty fun because got something hiding in the background, and we'll let you all know what we plan to do with that next week. So stay tuned. Hope y'all enjoyed. Check y'all later.